My chest has never been this hairy before. This is crazy. We have officially made it, and the sun is. We have officially made it to day one of Supercross. We tried to do it the other day. How many laps did I make it?
1/3 of the track.
1/3 of the track. We decided it was way too soft. So I'm out here with Mr. Factory Rider in Outdoors. I had like a 2-hour head start on him today. He's already equally as fast as me within 3 laps around the track. So we got Rod Bell out here. Do you know how many times I call you Bell Rod, by the way? By mistake, just because it's a stupid Instagram.
That's what it's for.
So we got Spencer putting up, what do you put on?
50 rear sprocket, jumping up a couple teeth.
Because he was at a 48?
48 from Outdoors, so.
52th rear for Justin. I got a 50, what do I have? Apparently I have a 50. I did all last year and the year before on a 51, but that 50 felt pretty good, so I guess we'll stick with that for now. Track is super tight. This is kind of day one breaking it in. I can tell Justin hates it. It's tight, it's annoying, it's slippery. So everything I'm not good at, I'll be able to practice. Got the coated forks, beautiful. Coated rear shock, beautiful. His doesn't have it. He'll get there one day. Coated forks, beautiful. Is this outdoor race bike?
Yeah, it's outdoor race bike.
Oh,
so we just switched over to Supercross suspension, and
It's fast, bro, out here. It's fast.
I mean, considering it a 48 rear
That's what I'm
sprocket.
saying, and I was cruising second.
Yeah. Just trying to get seat time. Haven't ridden in a long time. How many laps did you estimate that I've done now?
35.
Oh God. Really? Only 35?
Well, I mean, we did 10 more than 25 when we estimated before. So,
all right.
my math has put me at
I'll round up. We'll say it's at least 40. We'll see what the Lip Pro says at the end of the day. It's about circulating laps, trying to get comfortable. I'll throw the GoPro on so you guys can watch. Maybe I'll give Spencer the camera to film a little bit. It's also hot. We're in Virginia in October, and it's yeah, it's 80. Definitely an atypical day for Supercross training. Normally you're used to doing it in the cold. And I brought Bear with me today. He's actually behaving quite a bit. We called today a test day, but there's not many changes being made. It's more so Justin and I just getting comfortable. He made the sprocket change from a 48 to a 50, but that's a pretty obvious change. Other than that, did he make clicker adjustments, Spencer, or did he just leave it? We'll probably just leave suspension. Gonna go spin some more laps, slap the GoPro on, and get some film.
Kev was like 18, so you're like getting 100 points, and then they finally go, shit, he's done this twice.
Right,
Like,
right.
If someone picked me for Loretta's when I got that 10th overall,
Oh my God.
they like made out like they
Oh,
got
yeah.
extra
It's a
points.
100-point match.
Because I went 27, 23 the weekend before.
Did anyone reach out to you? Do you think people picked you at Loretta's? Or
Few people did because they didn't message me.
That's the problem.
people always message me, and I'm like, don't put that pressure on me. Do not pick me. Takes some courage to seat balance that 3 out. Yeah, see, right at the top, he's a little bit too far extended.
Tell him.
Hey, when you hit whoops, I'm sure you know better, but do everything in your power to not start leaning back with your upper body. When it works, and you're fast, but that's the reason you keep missing them. And then that's the reason you're struggling on the Dragon's back. Even if you have your weight back a little more in the first 5 or 6 to get that bite and to get that traction, that's fine, but you gotta pull your chest forward for that dragon step. Your head and whoops ideally should always be over the front number plate. And there was a couple times where you were way back here. Like your wheelie here. Oh, you think?
Wheelie over?
Yeah.
Not too bad. I want to go 3-3.
Here, I'll do it right here. It's, I mean, I'll probably mess it up now that I'm telling you, but. And just hit that 3, soft, like not hard, or you'll 4. Yeah.
That was better with his chest. You can see he's trying.
Yeah, he is. That was good. So he made a mistake and he kept his chest forward. Very successful day 1 in my book. I'm syncing my Lit Pro as we speak. Bear had a long day. It's 3:03, got to the track at 9:30, spun a lot of laps. So we'll see once that syncs how many laps I did do. I'm freaking wiped, I'll tell you that much. My hands are blistered up, forming a blister around where my wedding ring is. Who knows if you can see it or not, but you can tell where the irritation is and where that redness is on my hand is definitely gonna be blisters. That's what I get for not riding for basically the entire summer. But it's awesome to have Rod Bell there, top 15 guy in outdoors, so he'll be a really good person to judge my speed against. Having somebody out there like Justin that at this moment in time is faster than me, it's perfect. So I can push every day, ride a little bit out of my comfort zone, which is exactly what I need. Track was tight and annoying, and there was rocks, and it's everything that I need in a dirt bike track to make me better. So just remember that when you guys are having a bad day. Probably a little dangerously vlogging and driving. The track doesn't need to be perfect. In fact, it can be pretty bad, and sometimes that's really touching on what your weak points are as a rider. So for me, that's one thing I've learned throughout my career, and especially deeper into my career right now. I still appreciate and enjoy those days. Normally today, and I could see it, Justin was having a tough time, crashed a couple times, was getting aggravated, and I was talking with other people, asking me how the track was, and I was like, it's great. And he looks at me, he goes, don't lie. And in a sense, I am kind of lying to myself when I say that, but I was enjoying it. I know that's just simply gonna make me better on the dirt bike. Overall, I'm a happy camper. I'll definitely make sure, and there's a spider. All right. Okay, now it's definitely fell onto my lap. I'll make sure I get you guys some actual good videos in the future of what a training day looks like, what the off the bike training looks like, what the kind of a rough outline of a nutrition plan looks like, all of that stuff. There's no crazy secrets, but at least you guys can sort of get an idea. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. See you next episode.